Yes! Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here for video number 2! Video number 2 on your Friday night! October the 17th, 2025. Thank you all for watching once again right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below. In my pants. You know where it is. Down there, dude. So subscribe right now. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can also comment on this video or any one of my past videos from the past, the present, and in the future, Conan. But don't leave stupid comments. Bye-bye to you. You'll get sent to the Shadow Realm, shot in the head, and then Ozzy and Satan will eat your soul. So please do not do that. If you want to do that, go on somebody's channel and do that. Or go on your dead channel and do that. That nobody cares about. Because you're not going to do it on mine. You don't like it? Tough shit. And like I said before, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Because if you do, you suck. And that's pretty much it. You're SOL. You know what that means by now. And for our first-time viewers, if you're here for the first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab that cold one, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, too bad. It is what it is. You don't like it, go watch somebody else. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. It's Friday night. Time to fight. Well, not so much fight, but we will be fighting in a little bit. WWE SmackDown, coming away in about a half hour from now on the USA Network at 8 p.m. sharp from San Diego, California. Now, we got a little bit of a change in the card. As always, cards subject to change. Cody, Mr. Cody, was supposed to do a segment. I don't know if he's still going to do it, addressing his loss to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel. And then there's supposed to be a number one contenders match for his title between Drew McIntyre and the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. But that match has been scrapped. And now it will be Drew McIntyre going up against Cody. But I don't know if there's going to be some type of stipulation in there. I guess it's going to be non-title, obviously. Unless Cody actually says, oh, I'm going to defend the title. Why not? So it could be for the title. It could be just a non-title match. Or maybe if Drew wins, he gets a title shot at Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. And a whole lot more on your 2-hour cure for insomnia. And that is WWE SmackDown from San Jose, California. Home of the Sharks. Those garbage Sharks of the NHL. Well, I should say that because the Rangers suck right now, too, so. Oh, God. Oh, God. The fucking Rangers suck. That's what happens when you lose to the Capitals. And then, I think, they lost to the Leafs last night. 2-1 in overtime. Yeah, one measly point. Not even in the top 5 of the league right now in their division. It's bad. But I knew the Rangers were going to be bad this year. I just knew it. They got rid of Kreider, who's on the Mighty Ducks doing some mighty good shit. Vincent Trocheck is out for a long time with a really bad injury. I think he's going to be out a couple months, so that's not good. And just the team just looks like a bunch of rookies. Besides Zibanejad. I thought he was gone, but Zibanejad's back. I mean, who are you going to lean on? Zibanejad, Adam Fox, and company? And a bunch of rookies? So I'm not I came into the season not even giving a fuck about this season. I mean, it doesn't look good. I mean, got a new coach, big fucking whoop. But, losing Kreider, your captain, basically, for the last few years, and now he's the captain of the Mighty Ducks. I mean, just bad. Just bad. And the Devils are actually doing some good stuff now, but I care less. But, you know, the Icelanders, you know. So I'm not really looking forward to this hockey season for the Rangers. I mean, if they can start getting good, maybe I'll start watching them a little bit more. But right now, I know it's early in the season, but, you know. So I'm just going to let it go. Going to wait till maybe the end of this year. Maybe by early January to kind of see maybe if I still want to watch the Rangers before, you know, baseball comes back and everything. But, you know, got that. Basketball is coming up pretty soon. I think this Tuesday is the start of the actual season. That's pretty damn nice. Go Celtics. So, we'll see what happens with that as the Indiana Pacers begin their defense of their title, which they deserved. You know, great series with the Knicks. Those games were just amazing. The first game where Halliburton just threw up the ball and said a prayer and the ball went boing! And went in, and, you know, this happened. It felt like Reggie Miller again. You know, but it was a good series. I think it ended in 6. I think it was 6. But then the Pacers went on to the finals. I think they beat the Thunder, or I forgot who they beat, but yeah, to the champs, and I'll see if they can retain their title. But that's coming up this Tuesday on NBC and Peacock and ESPN. No more TNT. Bye-bye to TNT for them. And we got that. But we've got SmackDown coming up in a half hour from now, so let's enjoy it, and I'll probably do the review maybe after SmackDown, a little bit later after SmackDown, before we go to bed and everything. That's that. But before we even get to that, let's talk about Ring of Honor. Yay, Ring of Honor! And it's time for your late and out of date Ring of Honor review, because there's no TNA this week, because TNA was pretty much an after the Glory show, no matches, just talking about what happened at the event, so I didn't want to really talk about that. So we're just going to talk about basic Ring of Honor this week, and it is time for your Ring of Honor review from last night, October the 16th, 2025, and we are emanating from the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida, wherever that place is. I know where Lakeland is, I don't know what this building is. Probably some rinky-dink bingo hall. I don't know, who knows. And as always on Ring of Honor TV, our commentary team of Ian, Ricka, Boring, and my good friend, the Pasta. Caprice Coleman. If I don't do this, he gets really mad. There you go, Caprice. You're the best, man. You're the best. Better than Ricka Boring, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, alright, so last night was, well, it was alright. It wasn't great, but you know how Ring of Honor is. 2 weeks ago, it was bad. It was probably one of the worst shows that you've ever had under the Tony Khan umbrella. But pretty much this week was alright. Nothing great. Alright, we start off with the opening sequence, then we run down the card, and we start off with our first match of the night. Alex Zane, who's been on Ring of Honor here and there, he takes on Reggie! Yay, a good friend Reggie! He used to be, you know, from WWE. You know, Reggie Scripps, or his real name, Sidney Akeem! No, not Akeem, the African Dream. You know, from the Twin Towers era of 1987. Like, hey! Akeem, the African Dream. Who is really, as we all know, if you don't know who Akeem is, he was the one-man gang who turned into Akeem. That was a weird transition. Hey, former tag team champions, what can I say? But anyway, alright, but Sidney Akeem, aka Reggie, takes on Alex Zane. It was an okay match for just about 7 minutes. Starts off with Reggie, I'm going to call him Reggie, flippy dippity do over him, so Alex does the same thing. They have a big stare down. Ooh, you do flippy flips, I do flippy flips. Let's fight. Alright, then they trade stereo drop kicks, stare at each other again. Another stalemate. Wrestling! Yay! Until Reggie kicks him in the corner. Alex Zane gets in a forearm, twists the arm, so basic wrestling. Followed by a flipping kick to the back. of the head. Ow! While in the ropes, that hurts too. Reggie fights up with a basic wrist lock, but gets double kneed in the back. Ow. Only to catch Alexander with a flippy doo on the floor. And as we get back in, a high cross body gives Reggie a near fall. Excuse me. Followed by a pump handle slam for another near fall. Then they knock each other out with big old forearms. Only for Alexander to catch Reggie up top with a super Hurricane Rana. He goes with a Molly go round, made famous by Molly Holly. That missed. No water in the pool for you, sir. And then Reggie backflips into a Gilmore Casa! Bang! 1, 2, 3. Reggie, I'll give you that one because you're a good guy. So, but next time, might have to ask. But anyway, Reggie gets the win in under 7 minutes. Match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we are off and running on Ring of Honor TV on Honor Club. And if you don't have Honor Club, well, you suck. I get it for free. That's my very important Peter. That's pretty much it. Alright, then we get Isla Dawn, who we haven't seen in like 2 months. She made her debut in AEW. I forget who she lost to. I think it was Mercedes. Yeah. And then I thought she was just gonna have to be a one-off. Obviously not. But we got Isla Dawn making her debut here. People say, why do you say debut? It's supposed to be debut. I can say it any way I want. Debut. Doesn't mean I don't know English. I just like to say it like debut. Like, you're the butt of my jokes. I digress. Anyway, Isla Dawn is here, glad to make her debut. And then the Premier Athletes, those idiots come out. Ari Daivari and the Premier Athlete Tony Nese. I don't think we saw Smart Mark Sterling, because I think he's still injured. Anyway, Isla Dawn isn't impressed. Not impressive, Skywalker. Not impressed. So she's not impressed with them. And then these old young veterans come in and they say, hey, we got your back. So, guess what? We get a 6-person intergender match. So we have the grizzled young veterans, Drake and Gibson, and Isla Dawn, taking on Gabrielle Eros, Javi, and Carolina Cruz, who we all know. Some of you may know. I know her. Drake and Javi is formerly Javier Bornal from NXT. Remember when he had, like, what was it? Javier Bornal's Christmas album and it was just boring? Anyway, match didn't last that long. 4 minutes. It's also with Drake Gibson and Javier Bornal. Drake forms away, then he hands it to James Gibson, and then Drake is sent into a leg lariat off through Carolina Cruz and Isla Dawn. Quick suplex gives Carolina Cruz, drops Carolina, but she's right back with a basement clothesline for an air fall. And it gets a little bit messy. Drake and Isla get dropped onto Eros before a sliding boot to face knocks him for a loop. And then after that, we get a high-low finisher from James Drake and the Grizzled Young Veterans. They get the win with Isla Dawn in 4 minutes. And it was a meh match, so I gave it a meh 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. After the match, the Premier Athletes run in and lay them out. So I guess we're going to get another intergender 6-person tag or something from that. Alright, then we hear from Ian Rick of Boring. The Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship Tournament has been heating up lately. What have you been smoking? Tournament's boring. Anyway, so we recap the tournament so far. Deonna Purrazzo, I believe, is in the semis. I think Queen Aminata is in the semis, but she's hurt badly with her leg. Trisha Dora is in the tournament. Billy Starks is in the semis. I don't even remember the freaking brackets, because I really don't care about the title that much. I hope Billie Starkz or Deonna wins the title at Final Battle, whenever this fucking title is going to be actually, given out. Probably be Final Battle, but we'll see. But anyway, speaking of Deonna, Deonna chides Trish Adora over her lack of honor, and she's going to prove that to Trish the next time they're in the ring. We don't have a date. And we're pretty much coming up on 2 months since the actual first match in the tournament. This is sad. Sad that you talk about the tournament, I think, like in the summertime, or maybe even before that, and now we had a tournament like 2 months ago. We started finally, Tony Khan, and now you forget about it again. What's the point of having a women's tournament? What's the point of this measly fucking belt? Are we gonna do that with the women's tag team titles? I bet you nothing Tony Khan's gonna fuck this up. Like he fucks up everything. Snort that cocaine. I was scared for my life, but I snorted so much cocaine I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing on my TV show. You're a moron, Tony Khan. Fucking moron. I think you need me to do your job. Or at least book. Just saying. Moving on from that. Speaking of ladies, Diamante takes on Aaliyah James. Don't know who the hell she is, but Diamante gets the win after, she hooks her brother and pins her with a bridging German suplex in under 4.5 minutes. 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then we go back to the men. William Yuta, the man who scares himself on Halloween, takes on some guy named takes on Oro Menza. I should say some guy, but he takes on Oro Menza. It was a pretty decent match, actually. Wasn't Oro's first dance on Ring of Honor TV. Pretty good match, just under 9 minutes. Getting to the ropes. Counting Mutilation is broken up. But William Yuta's like, I got 5! You're not Kevin Steen. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Oro pops back up with an alley-oop for a near fall, but William Yuta goes to the eyes, Roddy Piper poke the eyes. That's how he wins the match with a running Busaiku knee, because William Yuta's the type of guy that doesn't play fair. Fuck this guy. And that's it. Alright, so William Yuta gets the win in under 9 minutes. Big fucking whoop. It was a good match, but still. 3 out of 5 stars. Barely. Alright, we had another person making his first match in Ring of Honor. Shannon Moore used to hang out with Matt Hardy and company. He takes on Blake Christian with Lee Johnson at ringside. Pretty good match. Chris Coleman mentioned that recently facing Shannon Moore in an independent match. I wonder who won that. I don't know. But 8-minute match. We got a springboard 450 for near fall. Shannon knocks Blake to the outside again. Big flippy dippity doo connects a top rope flipping neck breaker. Interesting. That's a near fall on the inside. Then the lethal injection cuts Shannon Moore off. And then Blake Christian wins with Vanilla Choke 0. I like Vanilla Coke 0, but still. And we get the win there. And that's pretty much it for that. So Blake Christian gets the win. And we move on. QTV mocks the Don Callis family, but Don Callis himself comes in, calls QT Marshall not a mark. You fucking mark! Then the family come in, beat the crap out of them. Good. Get them out. Then we go look back at LFI taking out the Von Erichs. So we get that. Then we get Frat House versus Marshall and Ross Von Erich. Marshall and Ross get the win after Stereo Claw holds. And that was the main event. 6.5 minute match. The Von Erichs get the win. Nothing after that. So, that's it. Alright guys, that is it for my Ring of Honor review. My battery's about to die. So, Ring of Honor was alright. 6.25 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below. And that's it. Alright, enjoy SmackDown. I'll be back later. But until next time, peace.